Greetings through Christ. Sorry for the delay. Life happens. But today, the story that I'm bringing to you comes out of Detroit. It's about a little kid by the name of Chase. The mother's name was Dee Dee. She had a total of, I believe, 6 children. You're not going to believe what she did to this little kid by the name of Chase and where they found him. I'm not going to go too deep into the story. I'm going to let the story speak for itself. So let's dive into this video. Roll your sleeves up, put your gloves on, and let's get gritty with this video.
His mother has been arrested, and we're learning more about the police and how they made the discovery, and now we're finding out who that little boy was. Fox 2's Jessica Dupnack is live with the details, and Jess, it's hard to even imagine talking about the premise of this story. What happened here?
Yeah, disgusting doesn't even touch it. We're talking about 3-year-old Chase, who is blind. His mother now arrested in connection to his death. We're told she has a lengthy history with Children's Protective Services, CPS. That's what triggered the welfare check with Detroit police earlier to their home on Detroit's west side. Officers say that the mom's answers just weren't adding up. Something was odd. They went inside, checked the home, and that's where they found Chase's decomposing body in the basement freezer. Now, Detroit police won't say exactly how long that he was in that freezer, but sources tell us it's been since at least March.
He was the sweetest one. Sweet. He was so sweet.
That's the voice of a grieving family member hours after learning 3-year-old Chase, who is blind, was found dead inside of a freezer.
We loved him and we miss him, and she need to pay for what she did.
Chase's mom, who goes by Dee Dee, is under arrest in connection to the toddler's death. We're told by family 6 children, including Chase and a newborn, were living in unlivable conditions inside this home off Monte Vista on Detroit's west side.
They didn't have anything. In the winter, I saw them with summer clothes.
Neighbors say they tried to help, but the child's mom, Dee Dee, wouldn't let anyone in, including family, who say they haven't seen Chase since last September.
First she said she gave him, was in the hospital when she gave him away. Then she said a couple had him. It was just too many stories not making sense.
Detroit police say Children's Protective Services, CPS, contacted DPD Friday morning to do a welfare check at the home. Police say Dee Dee's answers to their questions did not add up. When they went inside, they found Chase's body decomposing in a basement freezer that was not working. Sources say he's been inside the freezer since at least March, but police have not confirmed.
The other kids that were in the home, just imagine what they must have gone through and what they must have endured.
Family tells Fox 2 they've been trying to intervene for years and get the kids out of there, calling CPS more than a dozen times.
She couldn't deal with it, and everybody asked, if you don't want to be bothered, give them to us.
Court records show Dee Dee was convicted of child abuse in 2018 for beating her nephew and has a long history with CPS.
She had her kids taken away from her.
Before, yes, and got them back. Yes, and got them back.
Sounds like mom, who goes by Dee Dee, was telling everybody all kinds of stories as to where Chase was, including those 5 children that were still in the home. We asked Detroit police if those kids knew that Chase was in the freezer. They said they're still processing and interviewing those children to see what they knew. Those kids, all 5 of them, including a 3-month-old baby, now with family. And we are awaiting charges against their mother. Reporting live on Detroit's west side, Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
My fellow believers, Chase was failed by its own community. Just to give you an update on the story. So Dee Dee ended up pleading guilty in July 2024, and she was given 35 to 60 years. And if you're wondering how Chase passed away, blunt force trauma to the head. How can an individual, only a demonic, evil individual, can hit a blind child over the head, stuff his body in a freezer for months? Not only that, there were 6 complaints. The system did nothing. The family tried to intervene. They couldn't do nothing. Another child failed by the community. Children are a blessing from God. I don't understand how people can do this to children. Straight monsters. Like I always say, only monsters can do this kind of crime to a child. Comment below if you feel 35 to 60 years is enough. I'm starting to think maybe it's time to do the death penalty to anyone that violates, rapes, murders a child. Maybe that would change the outcome, because clearly what the system is doing is not working. My fellow believers, protect your children. Like I always say, with God you have everything, without God you have nothing. God bless.